It's been a blast being out here. It's my first time in Cabo, second time in Mexico. It's been a while since I've skimmed that good in a contest, and being able to do everything I know how to do in a wave right here in a contest in a final, it's been magical. I cannot describe it. I really like when you have events outside of the US. It can bring more girls together. So this event we had Japanese, we had Americans, Brazilians, Mexicans. As girls, we can do anything. Like, I grew up in a sport, like in a spa. We only have boys and I was the only one, so I stick to it and just do what you love. So we're gonna have a contest in Sununga, like for the first time since a while. It's gonna be in June 28th, 29th, and 30th. If you all wanna come, you're very welcome. Just talk to me. It's gonna be a blast. I hope you guys can make it. I wanna thank everyone in Skim Tees for talking to me to do it. And yeah, let's go for it.
You. Hey everyone, I'm Trey Lee with Skimsteezy, and today we're at the first stop of the United Skim Tour at Cabo San Lucas for El Rey de Lovers, organized by Buyo, and Skimsteezy. We're proud sponsors of the event and helping to cover the media. And today we have none other than Julia, and Julia has won the women's professional division of this event. It's the first time ever that this stop has been included in the professional women's event. So Julia, tell us, how do you feel?
Hi, I'm Julia Diaz from Sununga, Brazil. It's been a blast being out here. It's my first time in Cabo, second time in Mexico. This place is magical. I've seen in videos like my whole life. All skimmers want to come here and get siders and get waves and be with the people, the skim community. I'm really glad that I got to be here and live this magical place. I'm really happy for the contest also. It's been a while since I've skimmed that good in a contest, and being able to do everything I know how to do in a wave right here in a contest in a final, it's been magical. I cannot describe it.
Wow, yeah. So tell us, how does it feel just with all the different women in the event and in this particular stop? Because you've competed in other professional women's divisions and in other different stops, but what's different, specifically about Cabo San Lucas compared to other ways like your home wave like Sununga?
Yeah, especially I really like when you have events outside of the US. It can bring more girls together. So this event we had Japanese, we had Americans, Brazilians, Mexicans. So I feel like that's this part being great, better than just Americans. And for me, I think when we have big waves, different from, I don't know, OBX and Delaware, there's more tricky waves. I feel better for it because I'm better at taking big waves in my hometown, Sununga. So yeah, I just really glad I could make it.
Right. Yeah. No. Awesome. Yeah. Because I see you just driving down the line at Sununga. You really know how to catch rail, pump, and ride the really big waves. And so that definitely probably gave you a leg up, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. It's what I know how to do it, So I trained that in Sununga, and the small waves, we don't even go for it. And when I went to Dewey and OBX, was like, oh my God, what I'm gonna do now? But you have to push yourself to do what they're doing. So if there's no waves, you gotta go for no waves. But if there's waves, you gotta be there and be prepared also. So it's kind of the feeling, just go for it and do what you know, yeah.
Totally. And now tell us a little bit about the evolution of skimboarding in Brazil in particular. I mean, I know we have the legends like Lucas Fink, and we have other people like yourself that are putting it on the scene. We have people like Zhao, we have people like Leo as well. But you all are part of a similar generation, you're not too far apart in age. So tell us how it kind of is growing within Brazil and from Brazil expanding outward.
So in Brazil, in Sununga especially, we have Renato and Leandro. They're monsters. It's a generation before mine, and I've learned with those guys. My family also they has been in the sport since I was a kid, so there was no way for me to do anything else. I would go to the beach every day, so I would skimboard every day. So I learned watching them catching big waves, catching siders, and they would always motivate me to go big and, I don't know, get siders, get barrel, to not be afraid of it. And in Brazil, we don't have that many girls as we have in America. in the States. So my goal is to, I don't know, maybe inspire them for being here and making skimboarding, trying to live out of it, you know. We have some girls, but we don't have many, and it's because it's hard for you to do skimboard for the only thing that you want to do. But in Brazil, we have a lot of great skimmers, and I wish for them to have the opportunity that I'm having now, you know, to show like we can do it also. And they shred out there. I hope they would be here.
Right, yeah, and now you've become an inspiration to other people, and especially other girls, other women in Brazil. And I'm curious, what kind of inspiration have you had looking forward to from the women in the sport?
Yeah, so I didn't have much because in Brazil we only had boys. I think like when I was a kid, I used to compete with the boys, like in the amateur division, and when I was really young. And they would motivate me for itself, you know, like I can do what they can do, like it doesn't matter the gender. But when I went to Angola for my first time, it was the first time that I competed professionally as a women professional. And we had like, back then we had Vuka and Pipa, and those are the girls that I would see it. And also Kayal, Casey. I would like watch those videos and say, oh my God, those girls are really good. Just want to like be with them and do what they do, you know. And I feel good if like any girl sees me and starts motivating itself and want to skim and want to do whatever. That's like just my goal.
Awesome, yeah. So do you have any particular words of encouragement to those girls who are kind of on the fence, like, oh, there's too many like guys in the sport, I don't know if this is for me, it could be a little dangerous. Do you have anything to tell them?
I'm just like, don't be afraid of it. Like, as girls, we can do anything. Like, I grew up in a sport, like in a spa. We only have boys, and I was the only one, you know, so I stick to it and just do what you love, do what you like. You're gonna be really good at it. Just like go for it, you know. That's what I have to say.
Totally, yeah. So thanks so much for your time. I really appreciate it. So do you have any other shout outs, any other thing you want to promote before we wrap it up?
So we're gonna have a contest in Sununga, like for the first time since a while. It's gonna be in June 28th, 29th, and 30th. If you all want to come, you're very welcome. Just talk to me. It's going to be a blast. I hope you guys can make it. And I'm really glad for being here in Cabo. Want to thank everyone and Skim Tees for like talking to me to do it. And yeah, let's go for it.
You. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.